And it's time for more Theros Chaos. It's D&D time. It's Thursday. Here in the mythic odyssey of Theros, out on the open waters of the Dracus Sea, where you were encountering some interesting creatures last week. Does anyone remember what you did?
So much. We bested the deeps once again. We went down, stabbed more fish that were minding their own business, showed them what for.
I summoned a shark. Sogeg killed it.
This is true.
Sogeg got overzealous. Sogeg was very scared of the rat.
I wanted a shark.
So you managed to, because we began just after you'd killed the magnetic lobster, you've managed to take its shell after having both a size huge Sogeg and size huge Skuttz. And although no one could really use it yet, but you've got it as loot should you want to try and fashion it into armor to be able to use its magnetic abilities. And then, yeah, you passed on and found some alpha fish. Some big, beautiful red and blue fish that were fighting everything in sight, including you guys, as soon as they saw you. To which you thought, you know what, we're better than a couple fish. And you were, by a long way, as you proceeded to murder the fish.
Sadly, we couldn't take one back to Granny, though. Not an alive one,
Not
anyway.
alive. You sent a dead one. And Bennett got a ridiculous crit on one of them. I think it did over 100 damage with a single hit, as well as another crit on using it for rations. So you managed to get yourself some of its scales as well as a bunch of food from it. So very productive in that sense, especially considering you found a quite old-looking treasure chest that had been undersea for a long, long time. And decided against taking it, which I'm impressed by the party's restraint. I'm very impressed by the party's restraint. Mainly because you knew it would piss off Thassa, and, well, considering you found out that the captain of this lovely vessel you are sailing on was the person that stole the treasure that sent Nadrin to the surface in the first place, you had a feeling that stealing more treasure, it would be a net loss.
Very bad idea.
Then you continue on until you found some cute pinkish white dolphins that were able to telepathically talk to Nadrin and Skuttz because they could speak Aquan, which is a language of primordial. Convincing you to come into the water and play with them and have fun and get off the crappy boat and come and swim in the water where it's good and fun, and there's definitely not a giant whale on its way to come and kill you all, which is where we pick up as the ruse was lifted as a I believe it's called an Ilf Kelly, which whether I pronounced that right, I have no idea. But a giant whale with a red spined crest along its back seems to breach in the distant waves, beelining straight for the boat. So I'll give you guys either an action or a movement, and then we will go into initiative.
I personally am going to take Pogeg out my pocket, put him on my shoulder. Unfortunately, I can't use the gigantic ballista mounted on my back as I still have no javelins. That's very unfortunate. So instead, I will put Pogeg on my shoulders, and I will pass him his little Pogeg flag.
I should put the
and I will begin the war cry. To battle, friends! We've been deceived by these beautiful little dolphins. Turns out they were evil.
Should I just use my action to give Sogeg some javelins?
Oh!
That you can do. You absolutely can do that.
You could have 5 javelins.
Why do you have Of javelins.
Because he gave them to me.
I was going to
ages
say,
ago.
I'd imagine
just
Sogeg
have
gave
to
it to
ask. The problem is Pogeg's on his bit of his stride. He's very good at waving this singular flag. Hopefully, he will shoot the javelin launcher.
I'm keeping the signed one.
Oh, it'll be worth something one day. Worth
one
a
day.
lot. Sogeg's getting into NFTs. He's gonna mint that javelin.
No.
He's minted the javelin on the blockchain.
All right, now I want to throw it.
So that's Sogeg and Zholk. Nadrin, Bennett, Skuttz. He's got either an action or a movement. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Nadrin, what do you want to do? We'll do
I was hoping I'd be last.
well, we're going in order that you're going along the boat, because that's what I can say.
Can we go the opposite way down the boat?
Sure, why not? Skuttz, you are currently clinging onto one of the oars, trying to pet the dolphin.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till last because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be insane. I was trying to decide between two things. Option A, you can. She's thinking really hard. I can throw something, or I can leap off the boat at it. I want to do both. Can I throw something midair? Is that a thing? How far can she jump? I have so many questions I've never had to answer before.
So the way I work out jumping, because jumping's awkward in D&D, it's essentially a flat 10 feet and then plus 5 feet for every 2 points you have in strength. So every 2 points you have in a modifier. So I believe it's 20 foot.
I can throw stuff once I'm in the water as well, can I?
It depends if you're trying to throw into the water, or whether you're above the water trying to like volleyball or something.
Can we
do
row
also
the
need
boat
some-
closer? We shouldn't make the boat closer.
We do need someone to be helming the boat, I believe.
The
Strong
captain is
suspicion.
there.
Strong suspicion that that's a good point. I think we'll just shout to the captain. Captain, your failures have come to haunt us. You trust you to steer the boat to not death.
Throw stuff far enough.
I'll have to say it is quite a bit away. You'd have a bit of time before it got to you.
Maybe he's not angry.
That is true. It might just be coming for
Chance it
cuddles.
might be a friendly. I can't tell. Is that an evil smile it's got, or an angry smile it's got, or a happy smile rather? I can't tell.
Make either animal handling or insight. I'll do that for you.
I think it's what it's happy to see us. Wow, I'm bad at animal handling.
You would recognize any other creature touched by Mogus, and this thing is touched by Mogus.
Oh, I got happier. Yay! My praise to Mogus has more gusto now.
I think I figured out what Skuttz is gonna do. We're too far to throw stuff. We're too far to jump. But I'd like to try to jump and grapple the blink dolphin since I can talk to it. I try to tell it to take me closer to the whale.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me.
Hey, Mr. Dolphin, we're gonna play a really fun game called Take Me Over to the Big Whale.
Okay, you leap off the oar and tackle the dolphin. And let's have a look. It would be. Make sure it's just those two. Okay, there we go. As it blinks the moment you touch it.
You hear wild, happy cackling from Skuttz.
Okay, Bennett, either an action or a movement.
I'm staying where I am. I'm taking an action because I've already checked the range on it, and it's way too far away for me to do anything useful.
You can ready in action. You
So
can just
I will.
ready. shoot
Yeah,
it.
I'll ready an action then with my bow, and once it comes within range, well, if it comes within range, before I take a turn, then I will shoot it.
Yeah, that is fine. Nadrin, have we thought of what you want to do?
I'm trying to see if it was this character that had the extra range on spells.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Do you not have spell sniper?
I think I did, but I can't see it. There it is.
there you go.
Yeah.
I've been looking for this entire time. I'm just blind. So, how far away is it from us?
Pretty far.
Okay. I can still reach.
Yeah.
Because of Spell Sniper. So, I think I'm just gonna try and Eldritch Blast it.
It's worth an attempt.
Because its range is doubled because of Spell Sniper.
Yep, certainly is.
So I can definitely reach. And it's 2 beams, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 2 beams. 1 and 2.
So the first shot goes a little wide. You're not used to shooting over such extreme range, even though they do still pack a wallop even at that distance. And the second one finds purchase, finds some of its scales as it breaches the top of the water, and barely even leaves any kind of mark whatsoever.
Yeah, that didn't go so well.
Anything from Neil or Mr. Burbles? Captain's just
Go with
right
no.
to
Longest
back.
range spit I've ever seen.
Spit on the
Hail
dolphin.
Mary spit.
Dolphin.
That is also true. The dolphins definitely instigated this, so they may or may not be friendly.
He could try. He's gonna try on this dolphin.
Okay.
He can
That
attack
is
twice.
a hit. So this
Oh,
dolphin
okay.
is now lit up, so his next attack will be at advantage.
So he can do it again because he's got multi-attack, or
Yes. Okay. I will say, because the dolphin is in the water, the effect will only last until Neil's next turn. It'll essentially wash off. But I mean, if you keep hitting it, you've already
Okay, that's
definitely
fine.
spooked this one dolphin. Okay. Unless Mr. Burbles wants to do anything.
I don't think he really can do that much.
He can do his best to not set the boat on fire.
He's just being a good boy. He's gotta. Yeah, we gotta get closer. Ow!
Yeah, and at the sight of the spooky whale, the captain does run to the back of the ship. And with that, I would like everybody to please roll initiative.
This is gonna go well.
I think so.
Oh God,
Strong.
definitely.
Neil's quite eager. Apparently, so am I.
Some good rolls.
Yeah, don't forget to roll for companions as well. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Super Eager Nadrin, you know you can damage it. What would you like to do?
This time I am going to use magic missile,
Okay.
and you said I could use my twin spell so long as I only targets.
So this is a homebrew
one
rule, but
thing.
it makes sense to me that so long as all of the bolts target the same target, twin spell would make sense.
Okay, I'm gonna do that at the whale.
Okay. What level are you casting it?
I need to check how many spell slots I've got because I've been using them.
You have got ways
I've
to
got
bring
one.
it back, though.
I've got one. Wait, no. I've got 3. Okay. Yeah, I will go for a 1. Level 1.
So first of all, I need you to roll 2d8. I
Yep.
need to pull up the...
Five and a
Okay.
2.
So that is either cold or lightning.
I'll go for lightning.
Okay. Right. Right.
Where's this?
And then you would get 6 bolts.
That's 66.
Be 66 plus 6.
That's more d6 than this thing will let me do. So
Then do 5 and then roll another one. Okay, so that is 22, 28 lightning damage. Now that, it definitely felt.
yep, pretty happy with that.
Any bonus actions?
I
There's
think-
one I can think of, but it depends on if you've got any more of your meta magic left.
I'm not sure. I need to read my meta magic.
Because that would have cost 1 sorcery point to do that.
Okay, and I have. Now I've got 2 left.
You could also, move yourself 10 feet just for the funsies. that's always fun too.
That is my normal go-to.
Although, to be fair, I'm surprised you didn't use Abyssal Summoning, hope for another shark just to appear in between you and it, just so it's got a road bump on the way.
We might need some sharks. Might need to summon as many sharks as humanly possible.
It's only got a range of 60 feet, but it's...
Yeah, it is only 60 foot.
And make
That's
sure
why I didn't want to
Yeah.
do it.
that's also that shark will be a lot closer to us.
Because it
than
would be super close to us, so it just go
That is
for
true.
us.
That is true.
That was my thinking on this.
That is true.
So,
We could just run. We could just run. I don't
I
think
like
we will
that it's
somehow.
Sogeg suggesting running from a fight. I
Coward.
didn't realise. Yeah,
This is-
Sogeg was a coward.
No, this is the dreams talking. This is the nightmares made manifest.
Coward.
Oh, I've got my
I think
Sogeg
I'll
plan.
leave it at that.
Okay, it is Neil's turn then.
I think Neil is going to do the exact same thing he just did.
Okay, it would be again an advantage because it still hasn't been a full turn.
Come on, Neil.
Okay, he is melting through this dolphin.
And he's going to go again.
He has melted through that dolphin as it
Nice.
sinks down in a dissolved pile of blinking dolphin bits.
Lovely.
Okay. Neil did good. First blood to Neil.
Neil. He can't reach. Mr. Burbles is in the way.
It is a small boat.
Yeah, but he can't reach there, so he's gonna.
Hey, he could swim though.
He could.
Whether that's
He's
a
gonna
wise decision, I don't know. But
He's gonna move to there.
okay. Sogeg.
Just through the general incoherent ramblings and toots of his mighty war horn, you just see him clasp the sides of Sogeg's helmet as he just shouts, "To battle!" He's going to use Helpful on Sogeg to impale a dolphin.
Can you?
This is a bonus action, but it would normally
help as a
be because
bone-
your companions at the same time, right?
So basically, he can use his bonus action to use the help action, and the rest of that is just describing what the help action is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be able to give you advantage on your next thing because he's helping you do it.
I'm going to need it. Yep, he just pats Sogeg on the hat as you just see Pogeg brace as he looks like he's ready to go underwater.
I mean, that was only his bonus action. If you want to take an action with him,
Most of his actions are running away. I've made a very efficient Pogeg. Literally, all of them are running away. Wait, no, actually, you know what he's going to do?
I don't know.
He shouts.
He's got
He
javelins.
shouts to brace and ready as he aims his little short bow. As I actually, because of the coordinated strike feat, I get an additional 2d6 on attack rolls against creatures that I'm aiding. As I'm aiding him to stab this dolphin, he's going to shoot his little crossbow.
Oh, okay.
Bink.
His little short bow. Then he does plink into the.
That arc, he shoots it really high. It goes directly on its head.
He gets a good shot to the dolphin's blowhole.
Let loose the dogs of war. That is Pogeg's turn.
Okay. Skuttz, you are currently clinging on to a dolphin that is very much speeding towards the giant evil whale.
I'm just gonna ride it. That's where I want to go.
Okay.
We're going
It's a win-win.
forward. Yeah.
Do you want
That's-
to hold any actions?
I feel like I'm holding the dolphin. I'd like to be ready to grab it into the granny bag if the opportunity for an attack arises.
Okay, so
But
if it gets
I
close
feel like I'm
enough,
still way too far away.
yeah, if it gets close enough to you for you to make an attack against it, you'll use an attempt to granny bag it. Okay.
To improvise weapon.
Okay, to hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna
If it
bonk
did get close enough for the granny bag, I definitely would try to scoop it, but I think that's going to be a few turns out here.
Because,
So,
you're
yeah,
ready
no,
to
I'm
throw.
just- I'll hold,
What are you throwing?
Okay, I don't know. I guess when she lets go of the dolphin to dig for it. Oh my god.
I like the first one.
I think I pulled Victor out.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I guess we're gonna throw the crow. It's aerodynamic.
It's aerodynamic. It can't fly, so you're giving it a second chance at freedom, while you force feed it to a whale.
Squeeze it gently so it roars.
Yeah, she pulled a sickly crow with clipped wings. The only sound it can make is to roar like a lion.
Oh, the badass crow.
I will remove said crow from the granny bag. Because I don't
Poor
think it's
crow.
going back.
No. Don't say that.
I believe we can get it back. Not sure it wants to go back though.
Okay. Bennett.
big one comes past, well, comes within range, I'll be taking a shot.
Okay, so
Oh,
same
I
again.
see
You're
it
going to hold
coming.
down action to hit it as soon as it
Holding
gets
the
close
action.
enough. Okay.
I'll at least try to.
Mr. Burbles, anything from him yet?
He can't drive the cauldron or anything, right? We let
Not
him try,
really.
but he did really bad at it.
He's not got his driver's license, so not quite.
Can he row? Is Mr. Burbles a rower?
You can try
He's a
and
rower.
convince him to, but it's yeah. What is
He's a
Mr.
clever
Burbles'
little-
intelligence?
It's. I think he's on par with a dog, is what we. He's got an intelligence of 6.
Yeah, he'd be able to understand fairly advanced instruction, but not. Yeah, it's on the intelligence of like a smarter dog, or like a toddler.
Quickly find a
Essentially.
video of a dog rowing a boat.
Yes, you can provide arguments to what your dog can do with memes. Yes.
Yeah, I think Mr. Burbles is still trying to get the hang of the adventure thing, so he's slow to catch up. He doesn't know what's going on. It's all right.
Okay.
He'll learn. He'll have his moments, I'm sure.
Well,
But for now, he's too chunky.
The
Can't
dread
go nowhere.
whale's turn, as it does begin to speed towards. So it's going to take a dash.
Oh, I don't like
there.
that. Oh!
Read them.
Can we just run? Can we
that
just run?
would trigger Bennett's shot. So
Parameters are on a bow.
it depends. I don't know what its short range is for a bow. I think it would be at long range at the very least. So it would be at disadvantage.
A short bow is 80-160.
Well, it depends. Bennett, were you waiting for it to get within short range, or were you waiting for it as soon as it got in range?
Good point.
I never specified.
Then I will let you take an attack at short range because I'm nice.
Okay.
So it would be just this standard roll.
Gonna need it, I think. Oh no.
Do we get any other bonuses on that, like sneak?
Nope,
Attack or
there's
anything like
nobody
that?
near it. It's not affected by any conditions. I can't think of any of your other abilities off the top of my head. But that still connects, as you do manage to land a bow into its thick, leathery hide. Well, land an arrow, I should say, not the bow itself.
Cool.
So that's its turn. So Sogeg.
Oh dear. Just saying my farewells to Sogeg. He's a cool cat. I know what I've got to do, but I don't want to do it. I just got to measure something real quick. Jumping rules, right? Sorry, you mentioned before, but a running jump is. Oh yeah, I can easily make that. I can make that normally anyway.
Yeah, you've got the ring of jumping as well, so
Sogeg. I don't use my action though.
that's fair.
Sogeg doesn't listen to Pogeg's words. As he just tells Pogeg to brace. And let's get job done. To war! For Mogis, just seeing such a beautiful creature. He can't help himself. It's too majestic. As he launches him, he runs to the bow as he takes a mighty running leap.
Make an athletics check for me.
Come on, I've got advantage. Thank God I took that feat.
Yeah, well, it'll be at neutral because you were jumping right next to Zholk.
King's off.
Okay. Let's do a good old roll a d8 and then roll a d6 for me. That'll be 1, 2, 3,
I've fallen.
5 straight. And 2. Okay. So you instead land there.
Oh.
Not too bad.
Well, I use my sort of happy at this sort of tale of events. I use my additional 5 feet of movement, to sort of like crawl towards the, swim towards the great beast. As, what am I going to do? As Sogeg just sort of sits pondering whilst he's in the water.
Essentially use
Now
Blood
what?
Bowl scatter rules there.
Mogus do. Could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse. As I am going to do the only thing I know how to do. I'm probably going to stab this beast. Through the power of Mogus. I'm not going to use my piety yet. I don't need to use it just yet. Yeah, Sogeg is just going to launch through beautiful rage. He sort of bows slightly to the great beast as Mogus. This is a blessed jewel that Mogus has given us. It'll be legendary. I'm going to poke it. A poke, number 1. And a poke number 2.
Okay. They both miss.
Ouch. A +7. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Probably wise.
And clutch onto my Hakriti big shield hoplon and cry a bit.
Yeah, hide behind the hot blonde.
I'll use my 5 extra movement to move here.
Okay. Zholk.
Did we get a short rest before this? I don't remember.
No.
Bugger. All right, no lightning this time. All right, we just stand at the edge of the boat, and we're gonna upcast a ray of enfeeblement to it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, first of all,
Oh, that's so useful. Use fail.
So it needs to.
If this thing has a high modifier, I'm swimming back to the boat.
Constitution.
I don't know if we can take this. I really don't
got
know
a
if we can
28.
take this. Okay, yeah, okay. Guys, recap.
You
we
picked
cannot
its
take this
highest
monster.
stat.
We cannot take this monster.
However,
You also get to ring the bell. Yay! Pet rats! Yay! Okay, let's maybe swap we're at. Probably the beasts.
in 5 feet. Okay, in the water, I guess.
Just
some of them
dumped
will
in the
be.
water.
I'm looking for where I've got the swarms of rats because I'm sure I've got them ready. I did not. Right, hold on. Let's. Four rats, and you get 4 of them, and so let me just put them on the map first, and then I'll move them to where they're actually supposed to be.
Yeah, that looks like a rat.
Oh, come on, it's because the Roll20 didn't load its character sheet. There we go.
Hey.
That's one of them. Okay. So let's add these to the initiative. This would be impossible if we were doing this pen and paper. Thank you, Roll20, for this level of shit posting. This is great. There we go. Adding the rats. Some of them just suddenly appear out of thin air and plop into the water below you. Some manage to stay on the deck.
I think you can swim.
Oh, rats are good swimmers.
Well, that's me.
Okay, right. Additional levels of difficulty here, as the captain is going to pull hard on the rudder of the boat and try and get it to turn. And now I need to try and actually move everybody all at once, so this will be difficult. So it's going to try and get there. Well,
Ramming speed.
It's going to go.
You're
about
bold, Captain. You're bold.
Only that these two rats would still be wherever they fell off before. So, sorry everyone's tokens are turned, but it was easier to do it that way. Okay. First dolphin is going to try and... You know what? It's going to go after the rats. It's going to just try and eat some rats. Or slam into some rats, I should say. So, 1, 2... And not do much at all. Good dolphin. Well done. Second dolphin that is currently attached to Skuttz is going to drag it as close to the whale as possible.
Rat bastards, they were working with it.
Would trigger Skuttz your held action. So you can attempt a bag check if you wish.
I don't want to throw the bird anymore.
Give that
Or you could throw the bird, yeah. To be honest, you should have thrown the bird earlier when he actually came close enough.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have
I know,
to
I was
anymore.
gonna say I was gonna say my action isn't to throw the bird anymore. So if that
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll allow you to not throw the
I'll
bird.
wait for my next
I need
turn.
to put the bird back in the bag. Hold on.
I'm gonna give it to the captain. He needs a parrot.
Okay, that's fine.
Even though it's a roaring crow.
It's thematic. Don't worry.
She just she tucks it in her other bag, not the bag of holding though.
So Sogeg's slightly in disbelief as the fearsome monster I'm deflecting my great blows as Skuttz just sort of like pets a bird and
While
not how you throw
clinging
a-
to a
a rock at
dolphin
a
that's
big
trying
whale.
to feed it to a whale.
This is a crazy battle strategy I've never seen before.
Just another day in Theros.
I respect it. I respect it greatly.
So yeah, did you want to take your held action then, Skuttz, to either hit it or try and stuff it in the bag?
Since I'm close enough to hit it, I'd like if I may, I'd like to use the granny stick.
That is wise, as it would be impossible to hit the bag at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's very large.
He's very large, he's very strong, and he's not really that damaged.
I wouldn't be able to go into a rage, so that's
No,
one.
this is just... You would only get the one attack as well. This is a reaction, essentially. It's not actually your turn.
Yeah,
This is just
I
really
don't
up
think I'm
close.
gonna reckless.
And that does miss as well.
Wow.
A lot of 16s.
A lot of 16s. Okay, it is rat time. It's these rats. They are friendly to Zholk. Zholk, what do you want the rats to do?
Kill the dolphin.
Make a persuasion check, considering you're asking them to leap off of the boat towards the giant evil creature thing.
I mean, that's a them problem.
Yeah, they're friendly
Zholk.
towards you. They're not
It is
charmed.
indeed a them problem.
It absolutely is a them problem. They're like, you know what? There's more of us than there are of them.
I'd like to use a free action to will with my mind. Eat Zholk, rats. Eat Zholk.
As they are going to leap into the
Damn.
water. So like that. But that's all they can do. Nedrin.
Okay. We are in a predicament here.
And you thought this battle would go poorly.
We've done 2 damage to it so far. Well, I'm feeling pretty good.
So I think first of all, I'm going to do my abyssal summoning.
Okay, where are you going to target
Maybe
it?
kill another shark.
I'm gonna put it there.
Okay. Let's.
If you, oh my god, you're going to summon another one of these. I just know it's about to happen.
Could be.
Could be another.
No, just school
Oh.
fish. You're going
That's
to
nice.
flop some fish out of the raft. So I'll use quippers. There we go. Fish. Swarm of
Got
tiny
it.
fish.
Whee! The fish gonna kill them.
Although
Like
it
to
is
do
within 5, so it needs to make a dexterity save to avoid being hit by about 100 fish just falling out of the sky into the water. Dex save.
On fail.
Let's try that again. A 20. That was actually just a genuinely good roll, as it is not
God, that
very
was just a good roll.
dexterous.
No.
Rode me for a sec.
I'm so sad.
But because the fish landed in the water, they get an initiative. They don't, because they're just normal fish. They're not actually piranhas. So yeah, they swim away. At least you didn't kill the fish.
Overfeed.
You've now added to the population of the sea.
Yay.
Although if they're abyssal fish, they're fish that are used to being like thousands of meters under the sea. They're probably not going to survive very well.
It's fine. It's
You
fine.
just dropped a school of snailfish onto this thing.
Tried
Blobfish.
to. They didn't do very well.
They didn't do it. They tried.
I have not got many sorcery points left.
You have. It is an action to use, so you can't do it this turn. But you have got the Nyx Lotus if you want to regain spell slots, and you have got Neil's ability as well.
I have got Neil's ability.
So there are ways of getting quite a bit of spell slots back.
It's just sorcery points I've only got 2 of.
Well, you can then turn spell slots into sorcery points, or vice versa.
True, I forgot about that. I will pass.
Okay,
I won't do anything yet.
then it's Neil's turn.
Now, Neil is going to go off and help get this dolphin.
The dolphin that is currently being swarmed by hundreds of tiny rats.
Yes. He is going to.
This wouldn't
Oh,
be an
it's not
advantage,
an
but he's still got a
advantage.
crit.
Oh,
So
Yay.
that's good enough for 11 acid damage. It is not dead, but it definitely burnt a hole in the dolphin. And the next attack will be at advantage.
And he is going to go for the big whale this
I
time.
go for the whale itself. Okay.
Yeah, with the second attack.
And that also is a hit. Neil's on a roll.
poor you
He's
about
doing
taking hit
so
there.
good now he's been back in the water properly.
Which means,
So proud of him.
Yeah, the giant whale, all attacks against her are at advantage until Neil's next turn.
And because he got a crit,
Yeah, because
I
he's got a crit, it
believe
recharges his epithet, yes.
he gets his epithet recharged.
So he gets to make a reroll if he wants to reroll something.
And I will
Because he's a hard-working
that-
boy.
back on my character sheet. He is very hard-working lately.
Yeah,
He's
he-
doing
he
so
earned
good.
that ability.
I'm so proud of him.
Okay, is that everything for Neil?
Yeah.
Okay, Pogeg Shipvasto, third of his name.
You see a surprising look of worry on Sogeg's face. And he just like leans over to Pogeg and goes, "Pogeg, you've got to save yourself. You can't be my little mascot if you're inside a whale. Your little flag won't fit." As I will tell Pogeg to save himself and cheer me on from the boat, because I don't think his scimitar is going to do much against this monster.
Make a persuasion check.
Pogeg, this isn't the time for your amazing bravado. I twiddle my mustache.
All right, boss, you got this.
I give him a thumbs up. As Pogeg's going to use so many abilities now. Use my cunning action to disengage. I then will use a dash to both swim and try and get on top and into the boat. Oh,
So be able to at least get to the base of the boat, and then
Get
I'd
me up.
ask for an athletics or acrobatics to try and climb up it.
which I have at advantage because of something. Give me a sec. I need to double check.
Well,
I've used both
it
of
would be
those.
neutral because of the size of the boat you're climbing.
At a bing. Sorry, this is actually at a plus. Oh no, nothing. No plus.
No, he's going to remain in the water
Get me up.
because turns out
Oh,
just
Pogeg.
this maddening aura in that particular vicinity.
Curses. That is his turn.
That is his turn. Okay. Skuttz.
Has Beguiling Eye recharged since I used it with the snail? That was in the market.
Begala is an epithet, which, yes, it would have done. Although,
I would
okay, I need to actually look up the rules for suggestion to make sure you can actually do what you're about to do.
I just did. It says creatures that can't be charmed or immune to it, but if the creature can understand me and I make a reasonable request.
Getting in the shirt's pretty reasonable.
Okay.
It's not as obvious as stab yourself. Like it says I can't, tell it to hurt itself, but
can't.
it wouldn't know that climbing into the hole isn't.
Who are you suggesting, though? That's the question.
Huh?
Who are you
To the
suggesting?
whale.
Are you going for the whale or the dolphin?
Would the whale fit currently?
The bag is hag bullshit TM, and yeah, you could fit pretty much anything in it.
Yes. Oh, that's
The
tricky
whale's
choice.
probably got too good of a save on it, doesn't it?
It also depends on even if it could be affected or not.
I don't think whales are.
You know
immune
what?
to-
I'm gonna try to use it on the dolphin then. We've been real chummy. He gave me a ride.
I'm gonna go for the dolphin. Okay, so it needs to make a, because you definitely share a language, so it does understand you. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hey pal, you should get in the bag.
14. What is your spell save DC?
Where do I find it?
Should be on spells.
14.
14. That meets it, so it is unaffected.
Curses.
Damn it. Okay, well,
Worth an attempt.
That
It would have been a
counts.
very smart move.
that's my full action, right?
That is your full action, yes.
It does not count as an attack, therefore I do not.
No, it is
Okay,
a
that's right.
cast
So
a spell
bonus action,
yeah.
we're gonna go into a rage.
Okie dokie. First of all,
Ooh.
the big zoomies.
Oh, which can only be
Wow.
used to take the attack. Attack
there you
or
go.
dash. Okay.
You could immediately
So I
take
can't-
an attack
Woo!
or a dash.
Oh.
So I'm gonna grapple it.
Because
Try
your
to throw it
attack
in the back.
triggers your multi-attack, so you'd get 2 attacks or a dash.
Oh man. All right. Yep. We're gonna try to get it in the bag.
You go for the dolphin, go for the whale.
We're going for the dolphin.
Go for the dolphin first. Right now.
Start small.
Yes.
So I need to look at the dolphin and look at the granny bag to make sure I can work out what the roll would be. It would be an athletics check.
An athletics.
It'll
Yeah, Skuttz is just enthralled. She's never seen all these squiggly little ocean beasties. They're too squiggly.
Yeah, it is very squiggly.
And then second attack would be another roll. Still pretty wiggly, huh?
Still pretty wiggly. Considering
Dang
it
it.
is at full health.
Oh shit, that's right. Skuttz, you're too enthusiastic for these little gifts to Granny. And I suppose that is her turn.
Well, good turn. Next is the swarm of rats that is going to try and eat the other dolphin. It has half its HP left, so go. It misses.
Oh dear.
Bennett.
I'm still aiming at the big boy, but now that there is people close to it, I get sneak attack.
Yes, you
bonus.
would get sneak attack on this now.
Nice.
I don't get advantage, do I?
You would
It's
get
not the
advantage because it is affected by Neil's glowing.
Right, okay, that's
Neil.
cool. So, short bow. Oh wait, and actually no, there's no point. I was gonna say I'll use steady aim since I'm not planning on doing anything else.
Yeah,
But
you've
if
already
I'm gonna
got
have
advantage
anyway,
anyway. I
yeah.
won't bother.
There was ever a time for a Bennett crit.
It's never gonna happen.
I believe in you.
You can't get lightning in a bottle more than once.
Yeah, Bennett had his day
It's
last week. It's
pretty
still
good.
It's still really good.
pretty
though.
good.
It's still a solid
Nice.
26 damage.
Good luck with that.
I was going to accept my fate and just sink into the sea, but I'm going to start rising out after seeing that. Oh, beautiful.
So is that everything?
That's everything I can do. I'm gonna hang fast, stay where I am.
Okay. More rats paddling their little feetsies to try and eat a whale or eat a dolphin. So they would get advantage on this. And that is the dolphin, not the rats. Where's the rats? There's the rats. And this one has more than half its HP, so... okay, you watch as rats swarm the glowing dolphin as they both sink into the depths. As yes, the rats did kill the dolphin and then just followed it down under the waves because they are rats and can't really swim that well. I mean, they can swim, but I also just want to remove the amount of tokens on the map.
They're eating the dolphin. It's fine.
They are eating. They killed one of the
Infested
dolphins.
inside.
They did good. Mr. Burbles.
All right, he'll get his chunky buns in the water and start paddling over.
Oh no. Mr. Burbles, no.
He,
Now I
He's
have
got
to
this.
he's
stay.
getting concerned. I don't think he can go very far.
It'd be half his
Oh.
movement speed. It'd be 15 feet, I think.
Oh,
So we'd have to
he
dash
has a
to get
40
close
foot,
enough.
so he can move 20.
Oh, 20.
Look at that! He can swim all the way. He's good at this.
See, the
All
donkey
right.
paddle.
Scripted.
Yeah, heck it. He's trying to help out Sogeg. He likes that
So I need to.
javelin launcher.
I just
He
need
wants you to throw the
rotate him
sticks.
back. There we go.
So there we go.
It would be an advantage because of Neil's glowy.
Oh.
Oh my god, Neil, you're the best.
So we'll do one more for that, and he gets multi-attack. So I'll do this.
So we'll take the damage
second
off the
one at
first roll for that one. Before you do that one, because I need to still see the top. So he does a lot of stuff.
Bloody
That
hell.
is 17 damage on the first
Is it-
bomb.
Is it wearing a nifty tunic?
It sadly is
chance.
not flammable, no.
Curses.
But
No.
it does take a total of 26 damage.
That's pretty good, Mr. Burbles.
Hey!
Proud of you, kid.
As you reward him for his bloodthirst, you may be converting my animal to Mogus.
I will give you a fine red hat, Mr. Burbles. You will love it.
Okay,
sure it's
it
flammable
is
proof.
the swarm of rats next to Zholk. What do you want it to do? The dolphins, or most of the dolphins are dead. Do you want it to just go after the other dolphin?
Yeah.
Okay. Go, rats, go! It's going to get to there. Okay, it is the big whale's turn.
No.
Are we ready for this? As it is pretty furious about being so badly injured, but also kind of loving how badly injured it actually is. So I'm going to need to roll to determine. So it's going to do 2 attacks against Mr. Burbles and 1 against Sogeg.
If you hurt Mr. Burbles, my rage will be unbound.
Well, here's the first one against Mr. Burbles. An 18 to hit, doing 26 piercing.
Up, down.
Mr. Burbles, I think, has the highest health out of everybody.
Yes!
I was like, he's doing okay.
Thank you. Second attack,
got
it's a
this, Mr.
31 to hit, doing 28 bludgeoning damage.
He's doing
Oh,
less
God.
okay.
And then
Oh, if you crit me.
against,
the crit's about to happen.
against Sogeg.
The crit's already happened. It's already happened. I've got
That's
20.
an
22.
18.
Oh, chip a tooth against my
Oh, wait.
mighty armor.
Have you lost 1 health?
Oh, fucking hell, yeah, I'm on 86.
Sweet, he gets advantage. So it would have been
Oh, for God's sake.
29 to hit, doing 27 piercing.
Sweet Jesus. He gets advantage. Oh, my God.
It's got blood frenzy.
Give me a sec. I can't remember if I have thingamabob against piercing or slashing.
Are you wearing Aquatiri armor?
Yes.
Then yes, you would.
Is it piercing or
It
What's
is
it?
non-magical bludgeoning,
Oh,
piercing,
yeah.
and slashing. It's specifically non-magical though, which this
Is he-
is not.
as his tooth chips slightly, I actually push my arm into it, taking the damage. Say yes.
Okay.
I'm not scared quite yet, big whale.
You take 13 piercing instead. Okay. Well, Sogeg, it is your turn.
Oh, and he's hurt me now.
He has hurt you
You've
now.
activated my power
And
card.
you are at advantage against him anyway because of Neil.
I use my beautiful nimble swiftness. So I swim over here as I choose what I want to use. I'm not... Oh, it feels like Sogeg would use Compelled Duel on it, but I don't want to be hit by it 3 times. So I won't. Yet. Soon, though. I promise soon. Instead, I call upon the power of Smogus as I will use a Blinding Smite.
Okay.
Powers of Mogus guide me. Let my Zeiston hit true as I stab it twice here. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Oh!
I will use... how many smites can I use? I use 1 extra smite as well. I use 1 smite, so that's an additional 4 plus
Holy shit, right.
8, 6. So an additional 20 damage.
So, first of all, so that's 16, 24, 31 just from the Blinding Smite. Then it's 41, 49, 53, 67 damage from the first. Oh no, 69 damage from the first hit. Nice.
Remember the Blinding Smite as well.
Oh, that's why it got so high.
Oh, sorry, yes.
And then we'll work out the next one after I've announced that. First of all, that one, and then because Blinding Smite's just the first attack. The next attack here, it's not on the
Yes.
second one as well.
No, just 1.
So the next one is a paltry 20 piercing.
It's pretty good.
But
But then that one has a normal smite on top of it. If you've already added that or not.
Oh right, I already added the,
It should be
the bottom
20,
one.
it'll be 20 additional radiant damage from the regular smite.
Okay, so it takes. So it's a 40 total from that one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bad?
okay, yeah, not bad.
As it needs to make an amazing. It's not 12. It's a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. I think it basically can't fail that.
We need a natural 1. Yes.
It can still see. It can still see.
It kind of can't, considering the amount of blood now in the water.
I just like swim towards the blood, as I don't even speak. Tears of joy, as I will definitely do a Mogus Pogus symbol.
Okay.
As we are truly being blessed this day with much blood.
Now it begs the
wish I
question
could. I
on
wish I
whether or
could.
not you try and keep it alive for Skuttz or not.
I want to compel duel it so bad now. I will next turn. I will next turn. You are a great fighter. I will try not killing you, as I want you in the bag.
Okay. Zholk.
It's been a long time since I've cast this.
Ominous.
It's been a long time. I have no slots left.
What are you targeting with it?
The whale.
Yeah, they both miss.
It gets advantage.
Does
it
it?
does get advantage, yes, because it's
Because
still
of
glowing.
Neil.
It's still glowing from Neil.
All right.
Neil
Here's a
is
second
actually
one.
just. Oh, can we promote Neil? He's actually the best.
He's so good.
Okay.
He's given so many crits today.
I'm
Some
so
hits.
proud of him.
So you fling out your venomous vial. The first one going wide, considering how long it's been since you've used this, but the second one, thanks to the eagle eye targeting of Neil's spittle, it connects, and you can see the life leave this giant beastly whale as it only has exactly 3 health left after Sogeg.
No. Rip. Rip big
Turns
whale.
belly up.
God.
Skuttz makes the loudest, angry roar.
So close. I didn't think it was that low.
The combat isn't over yet. There's still a dolphin.
No bonus
And
actions.
whatever else is attracted by the amount of blood in the water now.
There's no krakens here. We're fine.
So, anything else from you, Zholk, after that? After stealing the kill?
3 damage.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I cannot believe that.
I can. I absolutely can believe that. So let me grab everyone on the. Well, that's okay. Pogeg's not on the boat. Hold on. Going to continue sailing. Back to there. It again back. Okay. Dolphin, in desperate defiance, seeing its beloved prank dead, is going to try and headbutt Skuttz a couple times. First one just
Bloody hell.
just so disappointed. But the second one does hit with 8 bludgeoning that becomes 4 because you're raging. But 10 psychic, which you still take. And it's
And
going to
blinded.
take 5 fire damage because, of course, it is.
Mind is brutal.
Also, yes, you are blinded as it flashes with a dazzling slam against you. Well, the rats do their rat thing. As the rats drag this dolphin down into the deeps as well. Okay, we will end the combat round there for now.
Sogeg immediately climbs on top of it, knowing that the great beast is not Mogus is not one for ceremony. Just screaming his name, a little Pogeg blowing a horn in the distance. I'm just going to drink. I'm going to climb in its maw and drink the blood gushing from its insides. As I will
Make a
scream out
Constitution
Moses'
saving
name.
throw.
Mogis, I am so good at these. I never fail.
Okay.
Ever.
You partake in the acrid flesh and blood of this horrific whale monster.
I'm addicted to whale monster blood now. I'm doomed.
Don't tempt me.
I think there's not enough blood. As Sogeg, looking deeper in its maw, notices a little pea-sized hole at the end of it, and I think Mogis demands more. I'm going to use my gore-soaked redcap to summon a redcap inside of the big monster, and just tell it to feast, to slaughter and feast.
As you hear the desperate, muffled screaming of a furious redcap deep within the bowels of this now deceased whale.
Everyone would hear an echo in the distance inside this whale. You just hear so. It's great in here, guys. I'm liking the sea. I'm liking the sea a lot. I'm proud that you got me over my cowardice. I forgot.
Skuttz, Sogeg, Mr. Burbles, Pogeg. I need perception checks, please.
If there's a kraken, I'm just saying I am actually just going to swim away. I'm not that brave. My perception... Oh, I thought it said passive... it's perception wisdom, sorry.
It is wisdom, yes.
Can you believe it? The Pogeg is a -1. Literally, the 4 worst characters seeing. No. No.
I mean, Mr. Burbles should have a pretty good perception. I'm pretty sure he has like a +5 perception.
Take it back. One of the best seeing items. Ooh.
Which level? Where's Mr. Burbles? I'm pretty sure that's actually
I
what
don't
it's.
think I found
I mean, it won't. Yeah, you rolled the wrong one of that one, but it's still. If it did have the +4, it would.
Oh, perception is +4.
Or +5. It's still not gonna be high enough.
Yeah.
Although
It's
Skuttz,
still a crap roll.
out of everybody, you would definitely notice that there is stuff moving under the water because of the amount of blood in the water now. Whale falls tend to attract a lot of attention.
How big are the shapes you're seeing?
Hey, Sogeg, do you want to try to catch more stuff? Otherwise, we should probably get back on the boat and do the rowing thing with the paddles.
You just hear a muffle sort of deep within the whale. A spear just pokes out of its cheek as I just sort of wiggle my way out of it.
Sogeg, push! She's just gonna try to scoop up the whale as fast as she can, because everybody killed everything she was trying to send to Granny. She's going for the one haul she has.
Okay, a little behind the screen moment. I was so desperate to not let Zholk's attack actually hit, but also he rolled the exact amount that he needed to kill it, and I just, I'm still torn on that decision.
I had a look inside and its heart was definitely not beating anymore. I'm sorry, it's dead.
Oh man.
I think, honestly, from what I've experienced from the inside, to lift up the mood, it will make a very good house. It was very spacious. I'm quite enamored, honestly. If we find another one of these guys, I want a mobile house. I will also help to push the gigantic monster into the shirt.
Okay, well, let's have athletics checks from both of you.
Yeah, let's roll high so we can do this fast.
It's just I love this epithet so much.
Oops, did I roll with advantage?
Okay. Yeah. You shove the carcass into the shirt. It's difficult. It's a tight squeeze. It is a gargantuan-sized creature trying to fit into a but it's now a size large shirt. So it's a tight squeeze. You definitely start noticing the waters churn way more than you'd think they would do. Almost like this thing was still alive in some capacity. And that kind of hurries you up quite a bit as you do manage to get the carcass into the shirt.
Let's go fast, Sogeg. Let's go fast.
I turn myself with my amazing cloak of the manta ray in sort of like a speedboat. As my mouth just open, I just swim through the blood pool, sort of hoovering up.
Okay, I'm
Motor.
going to need another Constitution save throw to see about how that much salt water is going to affect you.
Oh yes, I don't need salt. I'm a
Okay, you're fine. You don't care.
scorpion. Salt water.
Salt water
I
is just
swear to God,
water.
if I died because I drank
with
half
extra
a gallon of
protein.
salt water,
Oh.
such a Mogus way of dying. As I'll just scoop up Pogis on my shoulder, I'll just tell him, "You'll tell tales of this mighty, mighty fight, Pogeg. You will be the great teller of Mogus tales."
So, as you load yourself back onto the boat and swiftly row away from the site of this massacre, you notice the first of... I'm trying to make Skuttz spoiler, but I'm clicking everything other than Skuttz. You notice the first of the carrion starts trying to investigate wherever the hell the whale once went. It does seem to be a lot more distracted with searching for its meal than going after you. So you do manage to get away.
Feeling pretty bold, we could kill it.
I mean, you're welcome to try.
Go back. No. Notice how much
How
bigger
do
it
I make
is.
me giant?
I am
Skuttz
not
is
going to
like-
re-enter the boat though.
You're not going to re-enter the boat?
I realise my superpower is I am literally a speedboat.
I mean, you would still risk exhaustion from travelling. You're still actively having to swim.
You think? All right, I do it at least once, just because I realise my combination I can do. I use my ring of the jumping, as I just go under the water and like a beautiful artful dolphin, I just leap across, and I get really, really tired and I crawl up on the boat.
You had your fun now.
Nadrin, you never told me the sea was so fun. So much blood.
I
So
mean-
much stabbing.
I tried to tell you.
You're gonna
You were
have to tell
very
me.
caught up on how gravity works and stuff.
I think I'm starting to get it now. Tell me, I may or may not wish to sink Akros into the sea now. How did you do it with your old town?
We pissed off Heliod and he split the city in two. And sunk half of it.
I don't want Akros in two pieces, though. I would like it in one. I think I will investigate a different method. Zholk, I need your digging powers. Dig a very large hole.
Might I suggest a shovel?
Your skills will be noted on. I will ask you of your assistance when we eventually go to Akros. Please remember that I have a gigantic pointy stick. And you have my dreams.
That is true.
I mean,
See, what I'm hoping is as much as you steal my nightmares, they're Sogeg's nightmares, which means I think Zolk's eventually going to turn into a redcap. It's my theory.
that wouldn't exactly be a bad thing.
I don't think you can handle my dreams.
Well, it's more why Zolk's nightmare vehicle is as nightmarish as it is. And why it's covered in blades and pointy bits.
I get less angry now. Sogeg's having such a happy time. Turns out rowing and stabbing big things is like his two favorite activities. Wow, we didn't die. I'm really.
Yeah, you made
I'm
short
shocked.
work of it. I will keep that in mind as a bar for the level of creatures you can deal with.
No.
No.
Next time I'll have to send
Why did we
3
crit
of
so
them.
much? Why did we get like 4 crits on it?
I personally don't think it had quite enough health points.
Yeah, I don't think it did enough
yeah.
damage on the hits. I think
Yeah.
it should have had legendary actions as well to do more
Well,
hits more often.
No.
I
And
think
a
I might
bird
use
weapon.
50. I might have to use 50 of my loyalty. I might have to divine intervention and bring it back to life. You know.
I mean,
Bogus.
if you want to
The
spend
creature
some
of
piety
bogus.
to bring it back. I mean, it would bring it back to life in Granny's lair.
I know Mogis would not be happy at this beast. It was blessed with his might, and that's what it showed. It was clearly too feeble.
Reasonable. That is reasonable. So, you sail further out into the great, vast seas. And it's heading towards the end of the day. It's been a full day's worth of sailing, and you are getting closer and closer to your destination. It's up to you whether you want to take this time to take a rest.
Would someone need to at least be rowing?
You could try and find somewhere to weigh anchor and sort of see if there's try and sail to a nearby island, but it would take you quite far off course. Otherwise, you could just try and find a quiet place where it's relatively still and hope that nothing just comes out of the water and tries to eat you again.
Does the captain look less worried than he did previously, or does he look even more on edge?
Make an insight check. Make an insight check. Initially, you could just, by the look of him, you could tell he was shaken up quite a lot by that encounter. From that, you not only see how terrified he is, but you can get a hint of guilt.
Sogeg, whisper into his ear that it's his fault.
Yes, boss! As you sort of pat her off your shoulder and sneak up to him and just be like, it's all your fault.
You did this.
Skuttz would like to walk up to him though. She's feeling kind of low after her catches just got slain, and she still has the bird she did not throw. Hey pal, you look like you could use a friend. And she reaches out and hands him the bird.
He looks at you and then down to the birds and then back to you and then down to the birds. Just shell-shocked already by everything that's happened, and just you can see that his brain is short-circuited.
Look, pal, you look like you've had a real tough time and you're lost. And sometimes we just need something to take care of. Look, I poke the bird gently and make him roar. Every captain needs a parrot. And he's not really a parrot, but he'll be your best friend.
Wait.
Just pat him on the shoulder.
I had it ready.
You got a lawnmower in your house?
My lawnmower
If he
went
doesn't
off
think
there.
that's the neatest bird ever, he's going in the granny bag. And she's just gonna go back to the front of the ship and stare out the bow and try not to be too seasick.
He holds the bird in his hands, and it looks back at him as if they could just see straight through each other. And you can see this moment of destiny building. Who would have thought a captain and a crow would have something in common with another?
If no one else is, I'd like to actually, if anyone else wants to, but just to walk up and just go over to the captain and just ask him, you stole from Thassa. What did you steal? And why?
Money, treasure, gold, all the sorts of things that I thought would buy me a better life. And it did, until it didn't.
Folly. You've angered the gods. Did you not think that you could just come back and stab your problems to death? Well, you've shown.
Let's
poking it with a stick.
just say we don't all have as strong of a stabbing arm. I
True,
thought I could make
true.
my money by simply sifting the dregs, taking a few of the pennies from Thassa's great hoard. But I guess I just took too much.
I don't know if it's the parrot on your shoulder, but you give a real look to me. What were you to the Pantheon of Thassa? Why does she seem so pained by your betrayal?
I'm a sailor, and in my youth and hubris, I guess in her eyes, I defiled the sea for profit.
You see a genuine, almost a confused look on Sogeg's face as it sort of... I can't quite fathom the idea of the gods being offended by a commoner, essentially. Like, how is that even on their radar? Crazy. I get the feeling that Thassa is really, really petty.
I mean, you can make a religion check if you want to.
How petty is Thassa?
You're confused just in general why any of the gods have picked champions that aren't all royalty in some capacity.
You're not taking the wool off my eyes. I thought everyone here was royal. I've been cavorting with commoners. Oh. Sogeg throws up off the edge of the bow. I don't know if it's seasickness or something in the back of his mind. No, it's definitely seasickness. I'll go back to my hidey hole and keep rowing. If we're just saying, can someone take? I'm fine for if a few people want to take a long rest. I'm fine for just taking a short rest. If someone wants to switchies with rowing, if someone else wants to just short rest, unless we want to risk all sleeping on the open sea.
I know I need the full whack.
I really could do with the long rest.
You know what? Sogeg's got stamina. Sogeg's going to power through the entire thing. I don't need spell slots. I'm also really not that injured. That armor's really helped out.
It depends. If you think Skuttz should get all her energy back raging in battles, she needs a long rest. Otherwise, she could switch off on a short one.
I think I'll just row. I'll just be the rower. I really don't need that much of a rest, honestly.
Okay.
So,
I'll
you're
give,
gonna
I'll
row
give you
through
some
the night.
spell slots back too. Shit.
And then yeah, that's true. Yeah, Skuttz can give you some spell slots back anyway.
Oh, sick.
How do I use it? Bolstering magic? As an action, it can touch one creature, which can be yourself, but it's going to be Sogeg, and confer one of the following benefits of your choice. No. What? Never mind. I thought that was the one.
Is that not the one? I'm sure that...
Roll a d3. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's D3 spell slots, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe it's the verbiage of it being in the form of a something that happens in a battle that
False
I'm
string
confused by. For 10 minutes, the creature can roll a d3 whenever making an attack.
Yeah.
Roll a d3, one expended spell
Yeah,
slot.
regains one expended spell slot, a level of which equals the number rolled or lower creature's choice. So you can give him a level 1, 2, or 3 spell slot back.
Oh, nice.
And I can take it number of times equal to proficiency bonus.
But a
so
creature
that's
can
3
only
times?
be affected by it once.
Once. Okay, so I can only do it for you one time then.
But you could,
All right.
yeah.
I'll take it.
How many spell slots are you actually missing?
7. I've used all of them.
Okay. Because Neil can't go up and boop you. And do that.
Oh, nice. So should I roll 2d4 then and get those
Uh,
2 levels of...
So, no.
Oh, sorry.
Neil would roll a d4 and then take 5 times that in damage, but give Sogeg that many. So Neil would take 10 damage, and Sogeg would get 2 spell slots back, or basically a level 2 spell slot or 2 level 1s. And then
I
Skuttz
won't
can roll a
waste these
d3 and give you a 1, 2, or 3 level spell slot back.
Oh, sweet. Sorry, yeah. I think I should that.
You also have the Nyx Lotus that someone can use, and then you can try and regain charges during the long rest by asking your gods really, really nicely for more charges.
Please.
Yeah.
How do I roll a d3? Wait, what?
Just
There's
do
there's a
either do the actual command of this is like / roll d3, or roll a d6 and halve it.
never
Can
done this
I
before.
change what
Okay.
I'm attuned to as well?
Yeah. So it's an action to attune and 10 minutes to unattune. So you can do that during a long rest without issue. So
Yeah, I will
Sogeg,
change
that's
out.
a level 1 spell slot back from Skuttz, and then either 2 level 1s or a level 2 from Neil.
I feel uncomfort as Zholk rolls a d999.
Right, hold on.
I was just seeing if it would let me.
Let me get my 1,000 option roll table out. Hold on. Let's see what happens.
Dead. He's dead.
Sorry, Natrin, you were asking me something and I talked over you.
Yeah, I am going to switch out the tentacle rock
Okay.
for the Nyx Lotus.
Oh, were you not attuned to it? Right, yes.
I kind of forgot to do it.
That's fair. So yeah, you can spend 10 minutes praying to a god with it, and if the god likes you, it gains 1d4 extra charges, and you can instead make a proper sacrifice to a god to try and give it 1d8 plus 1. As you've just attuned to it brand new, it'll have no charges in it at the moment, so you would have to try and get some put in if needed. You can either just pray normally, which is you just get 1d4 back, or you can, if you can think of a way that you would make a sacrifice to Thassa, I'll let you do the 1d8 plus 1.
Okay. I will have a look and see what I've got, and see if I can sacrifice anything.
Off the top of my head, I know there's at least one, if not more, things that would work, but I'm not going to tell you what they are, unless you want to spend piety to get a hint.
I've got 3 things in my inventory that would definitely do it for you. If you ask nicely.
I'll let you continue on sorting out Sogeg while I look through my stuff.
Well, I think so. You've got the handful of spell slots back.
Yes.
You would still have to stop rowing to take a short rest if you wanted that.
I need no short
You'll
rest.
just-
For I would like actually. I'm gonna use the new system. I'm gonna do a Will of the People.
Okay.
As I'm gonna spend 5 story points. As I row, I sort of need something to take my time. The weight off my mind. And even though it's to an open sea, I just start weaving tales of the scorned captain and his mighty parrot friend. As he sailed the sea, trying to appease Thassa, and the evils that Thassa would bring up to wrench him. But the brave Sogeg and co. smite the evil down. And the captain carries on through storm and squall.
Okay.
Sogeg's very proud of his little story.
Yeah. Well, you'll see how that affects the world. Well,
If
some
it
point.
helps, because I'm gutted I've not been able to use it, but because I took the Taunter of the Skies epithet, I'd be directly shouting it towards the sky.
Well,
Hear
under
me,
the
birds!
Yeah. Also, yes, this would be for everybody else, other than Soha, because you're not long
Yes.
resting. This is where you can swap out epithets as well. You get your hit points back, you get half your hit dice back, all that sort of stuff. So everyone else is taking a long rest.
Do we go past midnight?
You would do, yes.
Alright. Where is it?
Is everyone sleeping downstairs? Or are you all sleeping on the deck? Is a quick question.
That is a good question.
I will say, if anyone sleeps downstairs, if I see Zholk starting to walk down the stairs, I will stare him down all the while.
There we
Make
go.
him very aware.
I believe that's the skull, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
Ooh.
can't remember how
Oh.
I did that one. Yeah.
Not stealing dreams.
Items. Serious rat skull. Yes, 2d4 plus 2 at midnight. Yeah. So yeah, anything that recharges on a long rest, you'd get back, except for Sogeg. Anything that charges daily, everybody would get back. That would include Sogeg, because a day is still passed, even if you're not rested. I will ask for a Constitution saving throw from Sogeg, though, as you are working through the night constantly.
Yup. I don't know. So gay. I don't know if it's a delirium or just it's true, but I'm feeling like a martyr right now. I wear my cloak extra long and start putting on sandals. Please call me So Jesus.
Yes, the captain is sleeping. He is sleeping on the top deck, sort of keeping to himself, cuddling his new best friend, his bird alarm clock.
That's cool. I plan on invading his dreams.
Sweet.
Does it roar in his sleep because he keeps squeezing it though?
No, you hear it meowing and
Did you
purring.
start downstairs, Zolk? Were you downstairs originally, or have you been on upstairs all the time?
I don't know. Argue hiding in the corner downstairs would probably be his best place.
I'm definitely staring you. If you're ever in my line of sight, I'm just staring at you like locked on, just following you with my head, blank stare.
Yeah, no expression to it, just staring.
If you do go to the captain, you would notice that Pogeg is also near him, still faintly whispering, "It's all your fault. It's all your fault."
Okay.
You would not interrupt.
So yeah, a reminder to everyone to regain all their health, including the Neil and Mr. Burbles, because those are the two that I can see haven't got the health back. And I need a Constitution saving throw from Sogeg.
I always pass these.
Okay. And that you do. While you are definitely tired, you could row for hours and hours and hours longer without issue. Considering you've never rowed before, this may be your new favourite pastime that isn't arm
I'm
wrestling.
like a scorpion to the water. Who knew?
Okay, so Zholk, you are stealing the captain's dreams.
He's got to be stopped.
If I have to give him a dream, it can be Pogeg screaming, "It's all your fault."
Oh, so do you see their dreams when doing this? No, you have to cast the dream spell to do so.
There it is.
Because you just okay. Are you going to cast the dream spell?
I mean, it's free.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So he needs to make a couple wisdom saving throws. So first of all,
Oh, we got a spell DC of 16. Bloody hell.
and
Have I?
second one.
Oh, so I have.
Okay, so he doesn't
Nice.
know
Very nice.
that you are in his dreams and doesn't know that you have stolen his nightmare.
And then he's got to save to not take 3d6 psychic damage.
Okay, is it a separate save?
Oh, you are actually you're a bad rat. You are a bad rat.
No, it's part of that first save, so he's failed it already. So
Oh, okay.
when he wakes up, he takes 3d6 psychic damage. And
I
doesn't know
wonder
it came
why you
from you.
suddenly. I think it was better. Oh no!
God,
Okay.
I'm not trying to.
Kill him.
Okay. So you see,
Assassin.
I forgot it did damage.
you see in his dreams, basically his history of him essentially having this exact same boat that you're all sailing on now, trawling the shores of Theros, pulling up treasure chests that people had discarded in tribute to Thassa, hauling them aboard and then selling them on. Actually living a relatively comfortable life, having an actual crew aboard his ship as well, as he was making enough to actually provide for a lot of the people he cared about. Until, of course, Thassa sought revenge as a mighty, monstrous, rat-shaped sea monster suddenly capsizes the boat, killing all of the crew except for the captain, who just barely survives. And every time he even sees water, he sees this great monstrous shape that, because Zholk is invading his dreams, is Zholk in this particular example.
It's gonna be really confusing tomorrow.
So that's essentially the summary of his nightmare. Of that, yes, he was trawling for treasure, and due to his hubris and the revenge of the gods, his entire crew was killed. He managed to just about rescue his boat and himself, but was too terrified to even step or foot onto the deck of his boat or back onto the water. So what motivated him to push for you guys to get on and go this time? Who knows? It wasn't part of the nightmare.
Zolk would be attempting to draw this in flipbook form.
So
I do have ink and parchment to do so.
You're all abruptly awoken by the roaring of a mighty lion as the crow notices the sunrise and starts cawing in its mighty, thunderous roar. You've made quite a lot of distance. You've no idea where you are now, because Sogeg was rowing through the night without somebody actually directing the boat,
Listen,
but you're at least
Guns like
in a
these.
different place than where you were.
Sogeg was hoping it was something rules. He read a book once, or his nana wrote it to him. Problem is, he can't remember what book it was, or what the rule was.
You're just hoping those were the rules. Don't know what the rule
hoping.
is, I just hope it was. So, the crack of dawn arises you from your slumber as I said, the crow calls out, echoing over the relatively gentle ocean waves. Although I'd like everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Also, don't forget to have used up rations for sleeping on a boat, as you
yes.
can't exactly go and harvest stuff.
Oh no.
Need Nadrin. I also need Neil Pogeg and Mr. Burbles as well.
Oh yes.
Constitution, was
Constitution, yes.
Mediocre.
Fantastic. So, as you all awake to the gentle rocking of this giant floating cradle, Zholk, you immediately feel your stomach turn as you launch yourself to the edge of the boat to throw up after spending a night on a rocking boat and giving yourself seasickness.
Edge of the boat. You mean Sogeg's helmet, right?
Well, you'd have to take it off his head first, which you're welcome to try.
At you. You're not sure if Sogeg's really, really tired, but he's just head's just tracking you perfectly.
Yeah, he spent all 8 hours of your sleep while invading the captain's dream, just dead-eyeing you from the other side of the boat.
Doesn't bode well for where we've ended up because I wasn't looking where we were going.
Well, you were below deck.
What my arms were doing.
You can't see where you're going.
Like, you know, like you look away and you sort of like you forget what your arms are doing. I might have been rowing too heavy with my left arm.
That is true.
Left
It
claw.
could be absolutely anywhere.
The plan hasn't worked. Oops.
We're back at Near Lantern.
Shit.
it? As for the sacrifice,
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
I am going to get the bracelet that I bought
Okay.
and go to the side of the boat, offer it up to Thassa, and then toss it in the water.
Okay. Roll a d8 plus 1. That is a good enough sacrifice. Nice.
Ooh.
You get all 9 charges,
Very nice.
which is the maximum amount of charges it can have. So you can get 9 spell slots back.
Oh, fucking hell. No. That's pretty good.
It's pretty spicy.
It's pretty good.
Okay, I've got that on my character sheet now.
So you can use it. So basically, if you want a level 2 spell slot back, it's 2 charges. Level 3, 3 charges. You know what I mean.
Okay.
Okay, so the captain coming to his senses, looking utterly exhausted. You can see like how his usually slightly damp skin, being a Triton, has just cracked and dried, especially around his eyes, and just seems like he still hasn't properly woken up yet, even though he is standing and trying to, you know, make sure the boat is still in vaguely one piece.
Why so quickly?
So, is there anything particular you'd want to do on this glorious seaborne morning in the middle of nowhere sea, because you have no idea where you are? It's also the middle of the day, so you don't even have the stars to try and track it. Oh, that's not. It's first crack in the morning, so yeah, definitely can't see the stars.
stumble up to the poop deck. You notice, not sure quite, is Sogeg not got his sea legs, or is he just really, really, really tired? As I sort of just walk up, sort of scratches his eyes a bit. I'll throw a couple of gold pieces to Thassa. I'll throw a couple of gold pieces off the deck.
Okay.
Good Thassa. And we're gonna stumble over. Excuse me. Oh, squeeze past. I was gonna plot myself down heavily next to the captain. And I'm just gonna say, I gotta be honest, Captain. My guns worked harder than my brain did last night. I have no idea where we are.
Wait, you were rowing the entire night?
I sort of like stretch my arms out and do a subtle little arm pump. I go, well, you know, yeah, when in Rome.
So, you rowed for 8 hours non-stop?
Oh god, his ego's too big. I just start like proper, like, you know, sort of Superman posing, like, well, you know, oh. Sort of, you see his leg just sort of shake and wobble as I'm really, really tired.
So, you rowed for 8 hours without anyone navigating?
The short answer is yes.
And the long answer?
Also yes.
Well,
Listen,
I've not been out at sea in many years, so I can't exactly work out the best of where we are. And let's just say that I'm not Thassa's favourite person, nor am I Keranos or anyone else in the heavens that can help us. So unless you guys have a bright idea for this issue...
probably summon a blood cloud. So I'm starting to realise that I was perhaps quite sheltered in my time at Akros, because I never remember navigation being a problem, but I have a sneaking suspicion I remember that King Daddy Sogeg hired someone for this. I never looked at the maps; they were lame. They were for nerds.
Maps are for nerds. You're right, Sogeg. As Skuttz stares up into the sky. Because of my wanderer background, can I reckon, were there any lights in the sky over the ocean that she'd be able to kind of...
The Dawn Star, perhaps.
Give me a survival check.
She squints up at the sky.
Nice.
So, from the entire time while you were sailing, and the occasional times you glanced at the sky, you'd notice that there are no skylights that you could see over the ocean, but you were still close enough to the land to be able to see them. But now there's nothing whatsoever.
Okay.
We went out. Which way out, I'm not sure, but I can't see where the coast was.
That's positive.
She gives Sogeg a big thumbs up.
I look in sort of fake ponderance. Well, I mean, I assumed we just wanted to go into the sea, I'll be honest. I thought that was a good idea. I could have a look underwater. Well, there's a bunch of us can. We can just like jump in the water and just see if we see anything. There's a good chance, I believe in fates, that we just so happen to row to exactly over the top of Neolantin.
Olantin.
Olantin, rather. It's been a very long night, I'm sorry.
It's also the... I still mix those goddamn names up.
I was thinking for...
Damn it.
What's it? I'll jump in the water.
Olantis. There you go.
Olantis. That makes sense.
So,
With
you're
my eyes.
jumping in the water. Are you diving beneath it?
Yeah, I'd go for a straight up dive.
Make a perception check.
I'm famously good at these. Water.
The water seems too deep to really make anything. It's just blue in all directions. You need to go deeper to find anything.
I'll swim to the surface, break, and just say, wherever we are, we're deep. Would anyone else like to come and check with me? Essentially, I think we need to go deeper. There is a risk if I go on my own that I disappear.
I'll keep you company.
I'll load Mr. Burbles up into my cauldron.
Yeah, those that need air bubbles would need new air bubbles.
Okay. I can give everyone air bubbles who needs air bubbles.
I'll leave Sogeg on the poop deck. To give...
Oh, you're leaving him.
Actually, no, I won't. I won't. You might as well. You might not pop it immediately this time.
Maybe he's learnt his lesson. Who knows? Okay, so you're all jumping in and diving down. Is anyone staying on the ship with the captain? And all of Zholk's treasure, and the carcass of the magnet's lobster.
He's learned his lesson.
Trustworthy.
I will
I
cast
gave him
air
a pet.
bubble on everyone who needs it.
I gave him a pet bird. He won't betray us.
That's fair.
Gave his life meaning again. Nadrin got the treasure back.
I believe
we're
it's
besties now.
Skuttz, Mr. Burbles, and Sogeg that need the air bubbles. Okay.
So that's upcasting it by 1.
Yes.
So that's 3, I think.
Yeah, be a level 3 spell slot.
I've taken that off already.
Okay. Move you to the depths to which you dive. And I think the only one that's missing is Sogeg.
Now.
No.
What an opportunity.
This was supposed to have this on. Whoops.
Oh.
Ah. My eyes are adjusting to the deeps. I saw too much. They're closing in.
There we go. Bring in. Nope. Not suddenly launched Sogeg off the map. So yes, you dive
Sogeg
down.
does have an absurd dark vision.
You dive on down and see the wreck of a huge ship, probably about 3 or 4 times the size of the ship that you are currently sailing on. It is a proper trireme.
A massive coincidence if this was the captain's ship.
It would be a massive coincidence.
I don't know that Zholk stole his dream, so I won't ask.
He did make a flip book out of it.
Don't try that underwater, it'll get wet. Well, do we want to steal some sharks?
So,
Yes.
yes, you do see that there are a lot of sharks in this area. They seem to be circling around the edges of the wreckage, as if sort of waiting for something.
We could be methodical about this, lure them in, poke the sharks till they're bloodied, and we steal like 10 sharks.
But there are 10 regular sharks, Sogeg. I gotta get Granny the best shark.
I'm sorry, I was assuming it was more quantity over quality sort of thing. That makes sense, though. I mean, we could poke the sharks until we find the best.
We'll find the best shark. Agreed. All right. As she, like, surveys further, is there anything she can tell the sharks are circling around in particular?
They seem to be focused mostly around this part of the ship.
Ooh. Anyone feeling stealthy underwater?
Nobody's
Well,
bleeding or has taken damage, so nobody,
There's a
didn't patch
scientific
up their
formula that
wounds
sound travels
overnight.
faster
So,
underwater.
I don't know if this makes a difference, but I have still got damage
yep,
on me.
definitely not any open wounds that sharks can taste the blood in the water.
I'll get me distance from him.
So
I don't
I'll
know
give
about
you a chance
Zolk being
to spread
nice or
out.
Zolk just not wanting to be eaten with us by association. I can't tell.
So I can reanimate.
I choose it as a positive. Thanks, Zolk.
I'm going to assume attempting to poison some darts would not go well underwater.
Am I right? I'm
Not
guessing
great,
between
no.
Bennett and Pogeg, but I think we could genuinely try and sneak up to the ship. Pogeg's got a mean stealth and he's little. And Bennett has got a cool cape on.
But neither of you have a swim speed, so it's not going to be easy.
But what if... See, what I'm thinking is Pogeg, I'm doing Pirates of the Caribbean rules, and with my heavy clogs on, I just sort of sink to the bottom, and I just walk along the bottom really slowly.
I mean, out of everybody in the party, you'd be the easiest to be just mistaken for a giant crab. So
Exactly.
That's And they are only sharks.
Pogeg sinks to the bottom of the depths. And he just sort of clobs, sort of doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. I am just a crab.
Okay.
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo.
Make a stealth check.
How?
Okay.
Wow.
Shit.
What the fuck?
How the
everything in Pogeg
How has he
to us.
got a 12? Because of course he's got expertise, hasn't he? That is reasonable. That's reasonable.
Oh, suddenly this got really disturbing. We're like, where is he? Where is he?
He literally
that crab?
touches down on the seabed, and in the cloud of sand, he just disappears.
I feel it. He just vibes with the sand. I am a crab. Crab.
Oh, actually, because I'll have fun. I think fun's more important. That there.
Oh. In the darkest vision, he sees a big shape. But
Alright,
he's brave. He's brave.
Zolk's going to try and scuttle along as well.
Okay, Zholk, stealth. Okay.
Ooh.
The scuttling is pretty keen. Pogeg, I need a perception check.
How is he bad at these?
No, he's not.
bad, actually.
Okay.
Come on,
As
Pogeg.
you see, hiding in some of the deeper chambers of the wreckage is a wounded hippocamp. So for those Where's the? I need the handouts. Player handouts. Monsters. Hippocamp. Oh, I think I've already shown you what a hippocamp looks like. There you go. Hippocamp.
Beautiful.
The horsefish. It seems to be wounded. Seems to be. You see a small trail of red fading out into the ocean. As it seems
As
to be trying
Pogeg
to
looks
shelter
at
him.
it, does it have like gnarly scars on its face?
It definitely looks like it's been through a lot.
Respect warriors. Pogeg will crawl slightly into its vision, and I'll do the Mogis symbol. He doesn't know that it's just a beast. Maybe it'll do it
Trying
back.
to get its attention
Yeah.
without getting the shark's attention.
I'm just standing in my clogs doing the Mogis symbol.
So not being stealthy?
I'm going to do an intelligence check real quick. I do attempted a stealthy Mogis symbol.
Okay,
think means
so
that the
make
campers are
a
gonna see it.
stealth check and then an animal handling check.
Stealth.
So yeah, stealth is fine.
God.
Let's see if you
God,
can
he's good at this.
get the attention of the hippocamp.
Is animal handling dexterity?
I believe it's
Yes.
wisdom.
Wisdom. I'll do a check. That makes so much more sense, but...
It's basically it's insight for
I'll check
animals
it, it definitely
essentially.
is. Yeah, it definitely is. Another crit? No.
So in his infinite stealth, the hippocamp can't see him.
Yes. the best option, really. I guess he'll just, while Zolk's doing his thing, Pogeg will sort of clog his way back to the party to relay what he's seen.
Okay, so Zolk, what is your thing?
I haven't decided if I'm trying to mount the shark or kill the shark.
Sharks are pretty high up in the air. Oh, in the water. They're not like at ground level.
Oh right, okay. Then I could just scuttle past this
Yeah,
one.
this
You may
is it's difficult to do depth on Roll20, but yes, there is. You are quite deep underwater. You're probably about 100 feet or so underwater. You're pretty deep.
Alright, I'll just continue scuttling past it then.
Okay. So while Zolk's on his crusade, Pogeg returns to the goodest of good dudes.
Yeah.
And relays what he sees.
I'd specifically say it was a God, I'd say specifically, and I can't think of the word for it.
Boss, there was a bloodfish horse there.
Bang. But I'd mention as the mighty scars on its face. It was a warrior.
But boss, it's a warrior horsefish that's all covered in blood, boss.
Sogeg, I don't know if it's the tiredness. I don't know if it's just the dream that is apparently being underwater. He's just so on board. He's just like, we must save the servant of Mogis. For now. For if we save it, we can fight it later. Although I'll
Does Pogeg want to mention anything else that he saw, or just the hippocamp?
I reckon Smarty's got it.
Okay.
He's got to have his own secrets.
That's reasonable.
It's called leverage. Leverage what he saw and was being eaten by us, I think.
That means I feel like I'm missing something from where I am.
No.
Everyone, I vote we wait at least maybe 5 turns.
Sogeg, we gotta go
Zolk,
help
I
the
need another
horsey.
stealth check if you're moving again. Okay, yeah, you're doing well.
Ooh.
Doing well.
Pretty good.
A sneaky
Why are you
rat.
so stealthy?
He's a sneaky rat.
When he's a rat, he's got to be. I don't know what everyone else is thought. I'm on board for wrestling some sharks and saving a horsey.
I'm gonna wait from now on.
Save the horsey.
So,
Bennett, does
Zholk,
your god have an
all
anger
you can
against
see
horses?
in the distance is it is another shark-like
Yeah,
shape.
against it.
Only it has a bit more of a distinctive outline.
Describe it as a squiggly outline. Squiggly.
More of a sharp outline.
I mean, all I can see is that it's got a purple outline.
That's fair.
Why has this monster got a gigantic purple disc around it?
I know, right?
Very strange.
And we all have
It
discs.
must be the shark, Sogeg.
Let me actually see what Zholk can say. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I can't see much.
It's vaguely shark-shaped. That's about as much as you can tell. Unless you want to try and do some perception checks to try and get more details. But it is very murky.
I don't see this going well.
Definitely waste your crits now.
Okay. It is a giant shark shape that seems to have a protrusion from between its eyes. Almost like from its... If a shark had a forehead and a long, sharp spike coming out the front of it.
Oh no.
It reminds you of something that you see fairly regularly, but that isn't shark-shaped, but also has a spiked protrusion from their forehead.
Is it a uni shark?
It's a syringe shark, clearly.
It's a scorpion shark. It's a bearded shark.
Right, I'm gonna wait for the party to catch up in some way.
I feel I'm gonna have to just take it out like it's like taking off a plaster. I'm just gonna do my stealth check now. Not as bad as I thought it would be.
So, trying to follow in Pogeg's footsteps, you land with a
Footstep.
thud on the seafloor, and instead of the light puff of sand disguising you, it is a torrent that very much makes all creatures in the area aware that something is moving, as well as the fact that you are still slightly bleeding from the previous day, which would have already tipped everything off that you were there anyway.
I'm very tempted to make Pogeg call the war horn, but last time it immediately popped his. You know what? I give him the nod, and I beckon him to attempt to call the war horn because he won't roll a natural one twice in a row.
Make a performance check.
Hold on.
Charisma.
Does he not have performance?
No. Oh, he does. +3. Sorry, +3. Apologies. So an 11.
Okay, he tries desperately to blow into the horn. You managed to get it into the air bubble without popping it this time, but the pressure of the water, he's just not got the lung capacity to push any even bubbles out of the horn.
I give him a little friendly pat. I
You
understand
can see his
pain.
face going red as he's desperately just trying to blow into this horn and it's not working.
I'll pat his head, put him all back, and I'll borrow the war horn, and Sogeg will blow into the war horn.
Okay.
Good. Is that another
It's
performance?
another performance, yeah.
I am a natural actor. It's a crit fail.
Okay. Let's think. How would this work?
At least you didn't have a bubble to
I
pop.
can't exactly. I can't pop a bubble.
Well, you may not have popped a bubble.
Oh no.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no!
As you
Okay, so
follow
night
in
time.
Pogeg's footsteps. You know what? No, we're going with this. You follow in Pogeg's footsteps and try desperately to blow on the horn, trying to force the water out of it. But just can't do it. And you just put strain and strain and strain until a vessel in your a blood vessel in your eye pops. Which means that you see nothing but red. Which I will allow for this, instead of being a negative, to essentially treat all creatures as if they've attacked you. Until it heals.
Oh,
Just because you got a 20 on that saving throw.
for the sake of everyone else, I'll obviously, basically, you just see Sogeg looks like he's hunkering down to leap at a shark. I will hold off what I'm doing, but it looks like Sogeg's about to spear something.
Skuttz gives him a hearty pat on the back.
Oh,
Would you like that to
Oh,
cure
wow.
your popped blood vessel?
no.
Okay.
You know what? I'm still not. I'm cursed. I'm 1 hit point off of 1 hit point off. Of
Yes, you're still
close.
bleeding slightly into the water.
Very much useful though. I appreciate that.
Hold on. How does Mr. it would pop his bubble. No, it wouldn't. What? How does he can heal? I might as well learn. What is it? His healing presence. You gain a pool of hit points equal to the number shown in the table. As an action, you can touch another creature to give them any number of these points to heal them. So okay,
it's
so he has
lay on
6
hands,
points.
so all he needs to do is touch another creature. And he's got
Okay,
a
so
pool
he'll-
of 6 that you can use, yeah. I
He'll-
think
he'll
a
mimic-
previous Pogeg had that.
the pat on the back and give you 1. Where do I
Oh,
keep
gee.
track of it at though?
It might be easy to keep track of it on your character sheet. So Skutt's character
Skutt's,
sheet.
okay. Will do. No problem. All right, there you go. You get one hit point.
I'm still going to count his blown blood vessel as bleeding into the water, though. It may not be damaged.
Poking my own eyes at this point,
though.
keeping it red.
So, what would everyone else like to do as they see this attempt at the war horn just go catastrophically wrong in the best ways? We know what Skuttz and Mr. Burble said, so Bennett, is there anything you'd want to do before Sogeg starts murdering fish
Again.
Oh, he's back. There we go. Oh, well, I'll give him a chance to get in. Nadrin and Neil, is there anything that you'd want to do to try and... If you want to save the fish or not?
I want to save the fishy.
First of all, give me either animal handling or history check.
I have lost my character sheet. What did I do? Where did I put it?
Get into the water and you lose yourself.
History check, was
History or animal handling?
it? Okay, so history is there. Animal handling is slightly better.
Okay. You saw a lot of sharks growing up and never really had any issues with them, but you're not entirely sure why.
Okay.
So they're a very, very common sight in Atlanton and the areas around it. But it's very, very rare that there was ever any issues caused by them.
Oh, there's gonna be issues.
Sogeg's gonna cause the issues.
Solving. It's in my practice run of Across. The sharks are my disobedient subjects. My spear is freedom.
So, yeah, is there
Neil
a way that you'd
is
want to try and save them, Nadrin? Because that wasn't your action, that was me giving you more information if Nadrin would know it.
um. I don't know. Neil is gonna try and be a bit sneaky. And try to move like this kind of way, this direction. I think it was about there he can reach.
Okay, make a stealth check. Okay, it is at the very least being left alone by the plethora of sharks circling this wreckage.
And I am nowhere near as sneaky. I think I will stay put.
Okay. Bennett, is there anything you'd want to do before Sogeg goes on a fish killing spree?
Rescuing spree. There's a horse we must rescue.
That is true.
No. I'm going to see how it plays out.
Okay.
You're wise beyond your years.
Sogeg, with blood filling your vision, what would you like to do?
I launch myself 60 feet towards the nearest shark.
Okay.
With spear outstretched, I'll attempt to just skewer it.
Make an attack roll. You are considered as if it has damaged you, so you should have advantage.
I just say as I launch, for the horsey.
Okay. You definitely wound it. It is not dead, but it is. You definitely, pierce through the meat of one of its fins.
Fight me, coward.
Well, it depends if everybody's getting involved, but at the very least, this one is going to try and fight back.
I just look back towards Skuttz and say, is this one mighty enough? Or do we go on to the next shark?
Well, it got a 17 to hit, which I don't think...
It doesn't even...
Yeah.
Even looking away, it glances my neck. Disappoint me, shark.
She shakes her head. Sogeg, that one's not cool enough.
Yeah, the others do...
We have to find a cooler shark.
Move away.
Just pat it on the head. Oh, I see a cooler shark. Ooh.
You see, let's see how far you can see. Okay, there is at least another shark there. Yeah.
More Pogeg seeing that.
That can move the vehicle closer.
So, are you continuing to murder the shark that you've impaled, or are you letting it go away?
I just assume it's cool. I pat it on the head and I'll swim towards the bigger shark.
It definitely runs or sort of scoots away from you. It does not want to die.
I swim over to this other shark.
They definitely circle you in curiosity. They are very interested. They haven't noticed Zholk yet.
Sogeg's kind of like... It kind of I just see this one, sort of ready for my blood-filled fight. I sort of look at them, sort of... It's like children without javelins. It's just no competition, really. I just point at the other sharks and say, are these big enough? And I
Skuttz
slightly...
shrugs a little bit looking at the bigger one, and she'll start to move over that way It can move 30 feet.
I would brush past if I can this bigger one, as I see a greater prize.
It does move out of
As
the
I
way,
swim
but does
down.
follow.
And I just look at this specimen I'm faced with. I go, "You're beautiful. You must fight me." I'm going to compel Jewel, the beautiful looking.
Okay.
Can I bap the shark as it goes past me?
Horn shark.
What are you
I'll
doing,
fight
Zholk?
with you.
Can I bap the shark as it goes past me?
You need to wrangle one.
You're
A
going to
shark.
bap it?
With the stick.
Naughty shark.
Okay. I'd give you advantage because it's a surprise attack because they weren't paying attention to you, but sure, it would then be at disadvantage because you're trying to hit with a stick underwater.
I mean,
So,
it's
neutral.
the screaming bell stick.
Yeah. Oh no, but you've got an innate swim speed, haven't you? Because of
Yeah.
Ossoff, so yes, you would be able to hit normally with it. Oh, sorry, yeah, you get advantage.
All right. So, hopefully, one successful stick
Yeah, you.
Pretty.
and a stick.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
hold
Okay.
on.
And give the shark some arms.
Just got double,
hold on. I'm trying to remember where
Interesting.
the flesh warping comes from.
It's from the mutated. He has to make a Constitution saving throw, otherwise he gets that.
Is that the epithet mutated?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever watched Robbie the Reindeer?
Okay, alt self, and then
Muscle Man
if they
Shark.
successfully hit a target with it, they need to make a save. Okay.
Great show.
Do I even have the flesh warping table still? Well, I certainly hope so. It's definitely there at the very least. It is fantastic. Okay. First of all, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. No. As it takes 8 bludgeoning damage, and its fingers and toes become sticky, and it can now climb on things. And can't let go of something once it's touched them. I don't think it's aware that this has happened, so the next time it touches something, it's going to get stuck to it.
Oh no.
So I need to note that this thing has been cursed. Yeah, I'll give it a purple one for that. Okay. Then we had the compelled duel, right? And that is a wisdom save.
DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is
Whoa,
a 21. That is, they rolled
Okay.
well.
Maybe it will duel me anyway.
Right, this one will probably actually go back and investigate what the hell just hit it.
I can't remember. I think you can keep compelled dueling, can't you? I don't think it's one of the ones where it's once they've passed their Gucci.
Yeah, you can keep doing it.
trying.
Yeah.
will
I'm going to
fight.
give everyone else a chance to take an action first as well, though.
Yeah.
So, Skuttz.
Moving.
I was quite looking forward to a buff shark with arms.
Keep bonking it until it gets it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you'd rolled the flesh warping already. Then no, it would grow a set of functional arms. I didn't see that you'd already rolled the mutation.
Shark that can grapple people.
So yes, it has a set of fully functional arms. So you see, underneath the stomach of this, or at least underneath the fins of this shark, 2 bulging, overly human biceps, big muscular arms sprouting from the sides of this very confused-looking shark as it flexes its fingers under the water.
I feel like I've seen a picture of this somewhere.
Okay, so we have arm shark. Right. Okay.
Oh, this'll do.
So Skuttz, are you just moving closer?
Yeah. And now she can see. So she hasn't seen the one with the horn yet, so she's just gunning it straight for where Zholk is right now.
Okay.
Oh, that's sent twice. Oops.
Yeah, it'd have more human arms than that, I think.
It's
As
not
in,
what I
like,
remember.
actual flesh-toned arms just sort of bursting out of the sides, like somebody wearing a shark, like a skin suit.
I've got the vision in my head. I'm going to have to find the image later on.
You know, the
Drawing
birds with
it
arms
down.
kind of memes, but it's sharks with arms. So, Skuttz, you're just moving up, nothing else?
No. If I don't drive the vehicle, Mr. Burbles gets left behind.
That's fair.
So we're driving it closer with him.
Nadrin, are you doing anything?
I am gonna swim up to the
Hippocamp.
thing that I forgot the name of already. Hippocamp. And see if I can interact with it.
Okay, before we get to that, Bennett, is there anything you want to do, or are you just sort of, sitting underwater with your sunglasses on, just enjoying whatever's happening?
Yeah, I've already just moved myself 15 feet. Or at least I think it was 15 feet. It might not.
Yeah, it'd be half your movement speed because you haven't got a swim
Yeah,
speed.
I
You can
moved
breathe
myself 15
underwater,
feet,
but
yeah.
yeah, you don't have a swim speed.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Nadrin, you see that the hippocamp is clearly wounded, and definitely tries to sort of keep itself as much distance away from you as possible.
Do I know anything about hippocamps?
Make an animal handling check.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Great at these. Animal handling. Oh,
That's pretty great.
it's not too bad actually.
So you would know these as almost iconic to Thassa, like almost her representation in the ocean. Typically, they travel in herds or schools if they're wild, or they are part of the many types of sea creatures that Tritons tame. Famed for like actual undersea horse races and all the rest of it. They are very unpredictable, but once they've actually made a bond with something, they tend to be exceptionally loyal. And I'll say with that one, you can see that its wound seems to have come from an actual weapon as opposed to a bite. It looks like something has thrown, or there's like the tip of either a spear, trident, or similar sort of thrown projectile sort of stuck in its sort of hip area where its horse body meets its fishtail.
Okay. Would I be able to speak to it with speak with animals?
No. And sadly, it won't be charmed by you either. Its intelligence is too high. Only just, but it is too high.
Right, okay. Well, I'll still try and calm it down a bit.
It definitely doesn't see you as a threat. It's just more very cautious and, well, injured, and there are hungry sharks circling it, so it's a bit worried.
Try and be like, "Hey, it's okay. Calm down. We'll protect you from the sharks. It's okay." And like, see if it'll be a bit more trusting with me.
Give me another animal handling.
This is gonna go bad. Yep, it went bad.
So you could use the new divine intervention system to see if Thassa will help you if you want to, or you can stick with that roll.
Let's have a look. How many points would Thassel want from me?
It depends on what you want from your connection with Thassa and the ocean in general. If you want this thing to suddenly become your best friend and replace Neil, probably quite a lot. If you just want it to see you as an emissary of Thassa and very much a friend, not as many.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it'll see me as a friend and someone who's gonna protect it.
Okay. And how many points do you want to spend for it? Basically, the more points you spend, the more successful it is. So it guarantees success even for one, but the level of success. So spending 1 point will probably make it see that you're not trying to immediately kill it, but probably not a friend. Whereas 5 or 10 would make it a bigger difference.
I'll go for 5.
Okay. It does, as you sort of channel Thassa's will through your body and embody the fact that you are this champion of the ocean itself, it does seem to settle, although you can see it's clearly very much still in pain. But it's now no longer trying to inch away from you. It doesn't seem afraid of you. It's quite laboured breathing, very much leaning away from the injured side of its body, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Right. While that's happening, we'll do Sogeg and Skutt's stuff. Or is Skutt's going to Zholk, not Sogeg?
I don't think she's seen past the shark with arms yet, so she's heading that way.
Okay, go to the shark now. So we'll do Sogeg first. So
I'm going to compel duel both the big shark and the other shark with my action and bonus action.
Compel dual concentration. So
you are correct. Of course it is. Yeah.
You would have to
yeah.
drop
So
it.
just the narwhal then.
Okay.
Ahead of myself.
Wisdom. It fails. It has been compelled to come after you.
As I will just brace behind my shield, I will ready an attack for when it charges me. I will strike back. But specifically, I'll only strike back after it attempts to hit me.
Okay, well, it
Don't know why, but
going to move on towards you and then attempt to hit you. Okay.
You can try. Oh. I'm very glad that it missed me.
It misses.
As I will strike back. That's normal. Ow. Ooh, dear.
And that also misses.
I didn't want to get the first hit in, honestly. It'd be rude.
Okay. So,
Now listen, Narwhal, you can't die. We must steal you.
would you like to take your second attack?
I believe ready to actions you only get one, right?
Oh, of course, that was a readied action. That wasn't it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. We'll go to Zholk and Skuttz then with the muscle shark.
Man.
So what would you like to do?
Well, now the other one would be inside. Hold on, let me. Just gonna roll a d6. Odd she goes for the Unishark. Even she goes for the one with arms. We're going. She saw it swim up to Sogeg, and now we're changing that course.
Immediately, new
Oh my
shiny
God!
thing. Yeah, I think.
Sogeg, you found the best one for Granny.
Suddenly disappeared too. Let me bring him back.
Got like 15 sharks like sniffing and biting at my heel. I just keep pointing towards the big one with the big horn. It's beautiful.
Hang on, did I delete my own token?
Yes, you did.
My delete key is my mute button.
You did delete your own
Classic.
token.
That
I
counts as a
wondered
trade,
why
right?
Zholk suddenly disappeared, and I'm like, maybe it's just Roll20 not loading, or he's moved under another token. I don't need to worry about it. No, you deleted your own token. Okay.
Oh
Oops.
no.
Okay, Skuttz. So, what were you doing?
We're gonna roll up with Sogeg over here, and I guess I don't know.
Okay.
Mr. Burbles would go after the shark. He's getting a taste for blood now.
Well,
Oh no, Mr. Burble.
is he going after the small shark?
Yeah.
Okay. You can go ahead and swipe from the side of the cauldron if you wishes.
Yeah, so like a cat from under the sofa. He's just gonna. Oops, I clicked the wrong button.
Oof.
There we go.
Okay, he shreds the shark, just turns it
Nice.
into chunks of sushi. Okay. Does a 26 hit Mr. Burbles?
I'm pretty sure yes.
Okay. Out of the depths of this part of the ship, a strange net made of seaweed and other sort of string flings outwards and wraps around Mr. Burbles until he is suddenly tugged out of the cauldron. I'm just going to move it because he's on the wrong line there. Move it.
Dear.
As he is entangled in the net of a giant, scary monster that was lying in wait for somebody to swim directly over them.
That's not what I was expecting from something called a tide hunter. That's cool.
Mr.
Crap.
Burbles, no.
That's just where Mr. Burbles wants him.
And I think whether you want to roll initiative now or wait till next session, but that I think is a good place to put a pause for today with the different things for everyone going on. Bennett just enjoying himself in the background.
Everyone making bad life choices apart from Bennett just chilling in the background.
Yeah.
Bennett, we fucked it up.
Bennett, help!
Right.
So we'll roll initiative next time. Although next week there won't be any session, as we will all be taking a break for the holidays. But we will be back the first week of January. Although I think January might also be a little bit up in the air as two of our players are moving, so we just luckily at the same sort of time, which helps. So not too big of a mess up, but yeah, we'll
Yeah,
have to say.
if I'm moving my office, it makes it a little hard.
Yeah, so we'll play January by ear, but at the very least, let's do our piety story and loyalty, because let's have some fun. So piety points. You get a point of piety for playing. Did you complete your divine agenda? Your minor divine agenda. I am going to say no for Nadrin. I'm going to say yes for Sogeg.
I'm shocked. I don't know how it happened.
Did you?
So happy.
Yeah, you nailed it. I'm going to say no for Skuttz. I'm going to say no for Bennett. And I'm going to say no for Zholk. Did you expand your god's influence in the world in a concrete way? I'm going to give a point to Nadrin on this one for the channeling all the magic into the Nyx Lotus and immediately like maxing out the number of charges on it, as well as thinking up the right sort of sacrifice for it, and promoting your god, as well as channeling to try and speak to the Hippogam.
Wasn't what I intended that bracelet for, but
It worked.
it worked.
Did you diminish the influence of a rival god in the world in a concrete way? I don't think so. As I don't think Thassa is a rival god, even though you seem to be keen on murdering as many fish as you possibly can.
This realize I might not be a good idea.
So I will have to change the end of session wrap up, so I can't give points for successful divine interventions because it's always going to be successful, but I'll try and think of another thing. So there's always like 5 ways you can gain piety, story, or loyalty in each session. So that way you get lots of it, and then have a chance to use lots of it. But I'll worry about that for the next game. So story points. You get a point of story just for playing. Did you overcome a great challenge using violent or non-violent means?
Very violent.
Very, very violent means. And it was a great challenge. That was a challenge rating 13, 14 creature. Yeah, you made short work of it. I'm quite impressed. Considering, you took out over half of its health in one turn with 2 crit smites.
That did help.
That did help. That helps a lot, because if that thing got another turn in, it probably would have downed Mr. Burbles.
He's a little tanky boy, though.
He took half health, but he's a tanky boy. For most other people in the party, that would have killed them. So, yeah, tanky boy. Did you make a significant discovery or unearth some lost history? I'm going to say no. Actually, no. I am going to say yes, because you found out the history of the captain and his tragic backstory that I didn't just make up on the spot.
Very tragic.
Very
Definitely not just made up.
tragic.
His dreams are useful.
Did you perform an act worthy of a new epithet?
Pretty great at rowing at this point.
I think Sogeg.
I don't know if that's a useful thing.
Sogeg has to have earned 2. You've earned the power rower, and whatever the hell those 2 crits in a row would be, as that was ridiculous.
Fish murderer.
I'm getting there.
But I'll do Mogis Slayer because it's almost against every champion of
Ooh.
Mogis you've been against, you've been really good.
I have taken
So
them down.
it'll be
yes.
against other followers of Mogis, you'll get a bonus.
Oh, I love that. Mogis would love that.
Mogis would love that. That's the whole reason
They'd
he'd
be
give it to you.
beside
Yeah.
themselves.
Does anybody else feel like they have done something special this particular game?
No, but I am very proud of Neil. He was
Neil's
so
a beast.
helpful.
Neil was a beast. Neil's done well.
That was ridiculous.
Neil's
yeah.
the only reason I stole the kill.
Yeah.
Neil, oh. Actually, I've got to give a point to Zholk for Kill Stealer. I do. I have to give a point. Because that
Solid
was
free damage.
Oh,
It
that
was divine payback for the Green Dragon all those sessions ago.
yeah, that,
Yeah, I was gonna say for all the times I took your epithet, you took
yeah,
you
that,
took my kill. That's fair trade.
I was so conflicted as to whether or not to let that attack through. It really was. If you'd rolled any other number, I would have been like, no, we'll pass it on. But you rolled exactly how much health it had left.
Surgical.
It's like, oh, I can't not. This is fate. I have to do it.
At this rate, all Skuttz wants to do is just actually send something to Granny
It's still
alive.
alive, yeah.
But now she's got loads of pieces to work with.
Yeah, you've got lots of options. You've got a big freaky crab that's got that throws nets at people. You've got mussel shark, and you've got unibore shark.
Oh, we gotta get all of them.
So, gotta catch them all.
Oh, I had to draw that. It's up on stream real quick. It's really bad because I did it really fast, but I had to draw the mussel shark.
Oh, I'll have to look at that afterwards because I can't see it on mine.
I love that.
I'll send it on Discord.
This is why, even if you watch the recordings here on the Stay Tier Atlas YouTube channel, you should watch us live over at twitch.tv/ScuttsPods on Thursdays. Plug.
Oh, that looks amazing. I love him.
Watch exclusive content on the stream.
Such as buff-armed sharks.
Exactly what I was thinking.
You've got to change the token for it for next time to be
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely, I will do. I haven't even seen it yet, and I will do. You kidding me? Okay, loyalty points. So this is for Mr. Burbles, Neil, and Pogeg. They get a point of loyalty for playing. Did you fight together as one with your companion? That's a yes all around. You did some mean teamwork from everybody, actually. Had some good teamwork moments. Did you sacrifice something for the good of your companion? I'm going to give a point to Pogeg because Sogeg sent him away from danger. He tried desperately to make sure that Pogeg didn't get one shot, which he probably would have done.
His third one's gonna stick. That's my plan.
Did your companion perform an incredible action?
I think Neil did.
I mean,
I
the fact
can't
that Mr.
keep
Burbles survived 2 bites.
Yeah, I can't keep giving loyalty points to Neil for each
For
crit that
doing
he
his
gets.
job.
Because he hit.
He hit.
He's already
He
got
did
a
good
bonus when he
job.
gets his crits. He gets his reroll back. So there you go. I will give a point to Mr. Burbles for just tanking a lot of damage.
He's
But
a tonky boy.
He's going to lose that point for did your companion
Right.
remain in good health, which Mr. Burbles did not and would lose a point otherwise, so they'd cancel each other out.
Aw. He did heal up on the thing.
You did heal
Like,
him up.
He did a huge chunk of damage.
But he had to sleep it off. He didn't actively heal him. So, and I'll give a point to Pogeg and Neil for that, as they did participate in fighting while remaining in good health. Although I may need to
shot a dolphin.
yeah, I may be rewording some of the end of session wrap ups by the next one to make sure they're a bit
Yeah.
more clear, because there's a couple that like overlap, and there's some that are now no longer useful. I like the new divine intervention system. I think it's better this way.
Yeah, it's more risk reward. It's actually using
So-
up our resource.
Well, yeah, it turns piety, loyalty, or piety and story into an actual resource to use. So fantastic. So
I can't remember how long ago it was, but my ordeal's been capped for a long time. I've just been stuck at 30 piety. And
You
then we
know-
were like hanging out in Neolanton, and I'm like, I want
to make up for it,
points.
Zholk and Skuttz, you can both have 10 points of piety for the ones you've missed because it's been capped.
When did it get capped at?
It was a while ago.
That was a while back.
There we go.
Capped at
All right.
30.
Well, thank you very much.
So yeah, I think capping it was to try and slow everything down, and it slowed it down too much. So I think this change allows it to run wild while still be usable. So
I like it. It'll
So-
be fun.
thanks everyone for playing. It was a good game. Thank you everybody for watching the streams, and anybody watching the VODs on YouTube. As I said, we will be missing next week as we'll take a break for the holidays, and we'll be back the first week of January.
All right. And once again, thank you everyone for watching my stream, for lurking, for hanging out and watching our game. We'll be back next Thursday, 11:30
Won't be next
a.m.
Thursday.
Pacific Standard Time. Not next Thursday. The
Literally
Thursday
just
after.
said it's not next Thursday.
I know. The Thursday
Force a
after we'll
habit.
be back. I'll probably stream something next Thursday then. We'll see what goes on. I'll see if I can find some shenanigans. Anyways, everybody take care. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a good
Adios.
New Year.